Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Sunny Night here. Today I'm going to be showing you my new custom Iron Man minifigures. So yeah, let's get on to this. So first up, we got the Iron Man Mark 50, aka the Infinity War suit, aka the what's it called, the nano, I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Okay, so so here's the minifigure. So put the face inside. Yeah. So I started off with a. Oh, okay. So if you remember my Flash minifigure that I made, a long time ago, like a couple of months ago. Yeah, that minifigure was terrible, like terrible, awful. So I just destroyed the minifigure. I destroyed the minifigure and well, repainted it and painted all of this. So yeah. So the face mask is just an old face mask from the Silver Centurion, which I painted gold and then added these things, the two blue eyes and these lines. You can see some of the black lines. Yeah. I didn't exactly, well, I tried to paint in a HUD. It doesn't look that good. I might redo it and do a showcase on that, which would honestly be a bit weird, but I'll do it. So, for the torso, I painted all the tiny details on it. These blue dots, the lines. Now, for most of the black lines here, I actually used a pen, which is honestly a bit weird, but it works. So I did it. Now originally I used E-tape to make the torso. Well, I mean, I know his new suit is like super snug on him, like it's very tight, skin tight. I wanted to keep it like that, except I took some of the E-tape and put it on here, layered it a tiny bit to make it a tiny bit bigger. And then I attached it on, painted it, but my dad couldn't even recognize that it was Iron Man, and his favorite character in Marvel is Iron Man, so yeah, so I took that off, and then he knew that it was Iron Man. So yeah, I painted the thingamajig, the arc reactor, the eyes in the same color, these lines, and then all the gold detail was a bit hard because my gold is a bit hard to use, so yeah. And you can see the silver detail, and for what, it's not like the gray that I usually use, like on this minifigure. It's not the gray I usually use, it's an actual silver, so that was pretty nice. I took a Flash, like, I mean, I know I had the Flash minifigure But I took, okay, so I took the, what is it called, the Justice League Flash minifigure, and used some of the legs, so that's where the black is, or why the black is here. Sorry, guys. Side detail, blue dot, same here. It's blurry. Side detail, which is pretty nice. And the great thing about this minifigure is the torso was actually already red, so I didn't have to worry about the paint on the side scratching off. So that was pretty nice. The back of the legs are really not that detailed. I mean, you can see a bit of black here, some lines, silverish lines, but there's really no detail on the back of the legs. But on the back torso, that was actually a bit harder to do than this one. Mainly because of it's like back armor plating or whatever that is. So the gold detail, the blue dot things, and then this back detail, which was hard to do, like very hard. So yeah. The face, the head, just a normal Silver Century and Tony Stark head. I thought that would be good because it has like a bruise and so battered up, and then I actually painted a tiny bit of blood here, and you can see those tiny bed details. But then the detail on this is all blood. I'm kidding. That's not blood. No, that's to make it look like he's actually wearing the suit. Because if here, let me do a comparison. So as you can see with the face mask, if you look into the side, underneath you can see that the bottom of the head, the neck is red, so it looks like he's completely wearing the suit, even on his neck. But first of all, I just took another Tony Stark head. But if you don't have the red painted around it, and you look under, you can see his skin, and that's not what the Iron Man suit looks like. It has armor covering his neck too, because yeah. So that was my Infinity War suit Iron Man minifigure. I hope you like it, and the reason I haven't been recording a lot is because I've been making these 3 Iron Man suits, and because I had no idea what to record, so yeah. Time to move on to the next figure. I still can't believe it. I gave this minifigure like 7 minutes. That's a bit overboard. Next up, I think we got probably the worst of this bunch. What is it called? His like spacesuit. It starts with a G. I said. I don't really know the name of this spacesuit, but I know that it is a spacesuit. Oh, sorry guys. So yeah, this is my first minifigure using this much white. And white paint is like super hard to paint with, whatever. So, if you don't like this, I don't really blame you if you don't like this. It's not my best. But I'm gonna keep it because it looks good-ish. And I can't really repaint over all of this, so. So yeah, the suit, the spacesuit. First of all, for the helmet, I used one of the Invincible Iron Man helmets. Except it was the blue one, so I had to repaint it white, which was really hard because you could see all the blue a bit. So you can also see some of the gray there. Right here, those are a bit messy. I was trying to make it good, but that did not work. The gold face thing that was pretty easy to make. And for once, the eyes on an Iron Man actually look good, and then the mouth thing, whatever it is. I took one of these. I have no idea what these are called and where they were from, but yeah, I took one of these armor pieces. It was originally black, and that's why it was very hard to paint white onto it, because it was black, and yeah, it was pretty hard to do. So yeah, got some gray detail, tiny bit of gold detail here and here. Oh my goodness, it's not fully covered. I couldn't actually paint the arc reactor because I had no idea how to paint that shape, and it's a circle, so lines, lines. And we got these two red things. I have no idea why I put those there. I'm probably just gonna make them black. You know what? I'm gonna be back. Okay, guys, I literally just scratched the paint off of it, and now it's black again. Yeah, it looks good. So yeah, that's pretty much the torso thing. Plus on the back, I have the back is pretty much completely white except for this two gray pole thingies, this jetpack thing. I have no idea why I added these. I think these were meant to be like buttons or something. Whatever. The torso now. The torso. Yeah. So I didn't even paint the entire torso white because, well, this thing was on it while I was painting everything white. So yeah, as you can see, as you can see, I used I used a Flash. I used a Justice League Flash torso and painted it all white, except for these parts because they were covered. Painted the silver, the grayish thing, and the gray here, and the gray on the sides. Dot things, these lines. This line. To the side, more gray, more lines, more gray, more lines. Back is completely white. The hands are partly gray, partly white. You can see the arms are pretty under detailed, like literally no detail except for a line. Oh yeah, this minifigure is a tiny bit disappointing, but when I'm done with all of my Iron Man minifigures, all the ones that I want to do, I can make like a stop motion or something, I don't know. So yeah, this minifigure is not the best. I'm probably, I was just about to say I'm going to probably redo it, and I actually probably am going to redo it probably in like 2 months or a year. I bet not soon. So, yeah. Let's move on. And now I chose what I think is the second best for last. Now, this minifigure I think is amazing. Sorry guys, I just keep yawning. I think this minifigure is amazing, except for the two eye things. Those are just huge, and the outfit's is creepy. So yeah, but I don't think you could tell because of the Silver Centurion torso armor. It's not the Silver Centurion. It's actually the Mark V suit. You know what? I might actually just use this as the Silver Centurion maybe and make a remake of the Mark V suit. That might work. It might actually do that. So this is, I don't know what you want to call it. Right now, it's undecided. I based it off of the Mark V suit, but now that I'm looking at it even more closely, it looks a tiny bit like the Silver Centurion, plus the torso armor. So I don't know what I'm going to call it. I'll probably have that decided by the next video, so yeah. So the helmet, you can see some of these black lines. I used the Invincible Iron Man one again. This time I actually used the red one, and then painted over it red again. Now I actually ran out of Tony Stark faces, so I just used this old Flash head from my Flash minifigure. So yeah, let's put that back on. So originally I was not gonna have the armor on, and I think I might keep it off now. But the armor is super hard to take off. I can't even get it off right now. Okay, let's try this. Ow. Oh yeah, and last night when I tried to take it off, I ruined my nail. Yeah. I ruined my nail. That hurt a lot yesterday, so yeah, no, I am never gonna do that again. But I'm trying to be careful right now. I can't even take off the torso armor. Wow. So I guess I can show you the torso armor detail without taking it off. So on the top of the torso armor, we have a tiny bit of detail there. No real detail. The back is very, very detailed. Lots of black lines. And then on the bottom of the legs, more black lines with gray. And then here, gray and black lines. On the sides of the legs are gray and black lines. On the front of the legs, gray and black lines. Front of the torso, gray and black lines. Front of the arms, gray and black lines. Front of the torso armor, gray and no lines. Okay, my main there actually is gray-ish, silver. I just dropped the arc reactor piece. Now this is the actual Lego Silver Centurion body or armor, but I'm using it for the Mark V. And I actually took this thing, what is this called? The arc reactor piece, and kept it the same because it had pretty much it looked good. It looked a bit like it, and I wouldn't have to use white again, which is great. So yeah. Now the helmet I think is one of the best parts of it because the The reason it's one of my favorite parts about it is because it's not just gray and black lines. I mean there's gray and black lines are on the gray, like 5 black lines. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 black lines on the gray, and it's not that bad. And then we got the white eyes. Well, actually, yeah, it pretty much is just gray and black lines because you can see gray and black lines all around. Too many gray and black lines! I quit! I'm leaving. Leaving. What just happened? Okay, guys, I hope you had fun watching this video, and I hope you liked the video, and if you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all those crazy stuff. Yeah, well, they're not crazy if you're doing it to me, but any other person, it's crazy, but to me, it's not crazy. If you subscribe to me, it's not crazy. If you subscribe to someone else, it is crazy. So, subscribe to me, please. And I will see y'all later. Next up, I'm going to make the disco suit and maybe the shotgun. But the 2 confirmed suits that I'm making are the disco and the jack suit. I might make the shotgun. So look forward to those 2 and see 3 maybe. See you later. Bye.